Free your mind and the rest will follow. That's what I want to talk to you about. The mind. In order for you to function in a healthy and consistent way through life and to experience the best of it, you have to balance the mind with the heart. And that is not an easy process, but it can be done. And why that isn't easy, especially if you're an empath like me, where you pick up others' feelings and all that kind of fun stuff when you go somewhere, it's hard to distinguish if it's your feelings or if you're picking up someone else's. I have come to realize that a lot of times in my life, I was picking up on others and not my own. And so 245 days ago, after my world was kind of crumbled down in front of me in flames, I realized that, first off, I had to stop drinking because that didn't help the thinking. Got it? Ha. Anyway, so I got serious and I quit drinking. And then after that, I took a step-by-step approach. It's not a one day, one night fix it all. It is a 24/7, day in, day out process. But you want to know what? The happiness you get and gain from it is worth it. So, first thing I had to do was quit the drinking. Then I started working on turning off my feelings, because you can't have the heart and the mind out of balance. So I started thinking about my thoughts. I did this through a lot of work, and it was not easy. It took me 2 months to get this to where I could start working and processing the two of them together and start bringing balance back in my life. And so some things I want to share to you about balancing the heart and the mind are: you have to learn to listen. Listen to what your mind is saying. And not only that, you have to be able to distinguish where the feelings you are having are coming from in your own body. So once you can hear your thoughts and figure out your own emotions, you can distinguish between what's yours and not yours. And I found out a lot of my stuff was not my stuff, but because I put myself in these toxic situations, I had become toxic too, because that's what we do. If we surround ourselves with toxicity, we become the toxicity. And that was a very hard pill to swallow. But you want to know what? I swallowed it and I walked through it. Another thing you have to be able to do is say no, because I was a person that, I had a hard time telling people no, because I always, wanted to help people, and I always used to think that everybody had something good about them, but sometimes you have to separate yourself from that, because it will lead you down a rabbit hole and can destroy your life. And that comes to the third thing. You have to learn to avoid toxic and negative situations. Because you know what? You have free will. You have the right to not put yourself in those situations. And I tell you what, the peace you find from learning those things, there's not a price in the world you could pay for it. I'm telling you. So that's a balance between the heart and the mind. It brings you emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is superior to almost anything. Because when you can control these and this and balance it together, you can see the chaos. You see it. The hard part about it is you have to spend a lot of time by yourself. And a lot of people have problems with that, I know. But it's getting comfortable with yourself and being able to meditate, reflect, and do the work, and you will see the benefits, I promise you. So I want to end with this. Of course, it's a verse from the Bible, and the verse today is Romans 12:12, and it says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of the mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. And don't ask me why. I woke up with this and it really pulled at me, and so I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope it helps you. I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. And if no one's told you today, I love you.